Hello, this is Piedra Luna. This is the collective reading for the energies from July the 8th, which is today is the International Tarot Day, or the International Day for Tarot. Um, I made another video a with a rant, I guess, of why I love tarot cards so much and where they actually come from, and where does this Rider-Waite system comes from. So if you want, you can check it out. If you want to know more about tarot cards, then and you can of course can check it out. For this week, we have Mercury leaving Gemini, so we until it enters Cancer on Sunday the 11th, which is when we have the new moon. So if we've been indecisive, and probably a lot of us have been feeling like that, like we go from one decision to the other, we're feeling like scattered, like we have trouble making decisions. After on during the new moon or after the new moon, when it goes in Cancer, we're going to start doing an evaluation of our decisions, but with the lens of our emotions, because Cancer is about emotions. So we're going to be evaluating the decisions that we want to make, like big life decisions, putting them through the filter of our emotions, what the emotional life we want to develop, or the how you want to feel at work, that you want to feel like you're like it's a family, like they care for you. It could also mean relationships as well, that you might be evaluating your relationships, that you would want something stable, that you want something more nurturing. So this is also a time where we can see maybe, and here with the cards we have the Ace of Cups, which is water, and Cancer being water. This is the unconditional love. This is my cup runneth over. It has the Holy Spirit coming into it. It's a card. It can be seen as well in the Christian mysticism as a reflection of the unconditional love of Christ for humanity, and it is also a card of true love. It can be true love that you have for your family, or true love as in romantic, or the true love as in your work, or whatever you really love so much that it's your Ace of Cups. Which in my case, my Ace of Cups is tarot cards. So I'm very happy to celebrate. I had no idea that there was an International Day for Tarot, and that was today, because it's July 7, and it's the 8th of July, so that's 78, and there's 78 cards on the deck, so that's why it's today. So we can be feeling for this week the influence of Cancer in a very positive way. I feel there's actually going to be, during this month of July, blessings coming for you, unresolved things from the past, or things that really make you happy, or that they feel nurturing to you. Very, very Cancer, of course. And that they're going to be manifested, because the Magician is the manifester. They're going to be manifested during this month, that you're going to be surprised. Probably things from the past that you were waiting on, that were unresolved. It could be like the blessing, like this Ace of Cups can be a blessing, such as when you feel like it's a heavenly blessing, right? Or it could be a relationship from the past that is renovated and it manifests again. So that could be, it depends. You're going to see in July which is the one that's going to apply for you. And the other energies that we have is again something from, here's the Hangman, the Two of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Let's focus on those first. The Hangman is about seeing things in a different perspective, obviously, as you can tell. It can mean delays. It can mean getting insightful, getting inside the situation. So I see there's a situation that is, again, I feel that, of resolved energy, of things that were a decision that had to be made, or I don't know, like when you ask somebody that you have to decide on something, and you finally hear back could be as well on a trial. It can be from your job. It can be from a relationship that maybe you had on like on in an impasse, that it wasn't growing anymore. So you say, you know what, if it's not growing, I'm done. Make your decision, or goodbye. And there's this feeling of things really turning out your way, of having that heavenly push, of someone making the right decision, of chivalry as well, of romance. There's a lot of energy of romance, and it's because if it's Cancer, we have a Cancer season. We have Venus in Leo, which is very romantic. It's about courtship, and this is where I'm seeing that influence here of, again, I feel the same energy of something, choices that we've been evaluating, and we finally have decided what is it, where do we want to plant our future, with whom we want to plant our future, that, or, and this could be as well as an enterprise. What is it, something that has to feel nurturing for you. That's how we're going to be taking decisions probably during this month, or that's going to be the topic, about doing things that feel nurturing, that feel they resonate with your family, that they resonate with you, who you are, your identity, familiarity, most of all. And that's what we're going to choose the things that feel wholesome to us and heartful. And there's going to be a lot of transformation of things that we thought of, like a revival. This is death, but usually, most of the time, if not all the time, the card of death is about rebirth. And there's going to be a very quick rebirth, and the Chariot is the card of Cancer. So it's going to be very sudden. Like, it feels like you've been waiting for a decision for a long time, and all of a sudden the gates of the I don't know, the gates of heaven open up, and a decision is made, and it arrives to you very quickly. Something very transformational, something life changing. And I asked again if this was leaning maybe in a way of like romance. Okay, let me put these other cards here. Over here, 1 second. I'm gonna put the last cards. I asked if it was about relationships or if it was about work, and I got these cards. So it's both. It can still be both ways. It could mean something you were waiting for in work, something that you were trying to negotiate, or maybe you were trying to negotiate with other people you were doing business with. It feels like there was a balancing act that was very well accomplished in between two energies. This could be also like an agreement at work, or this can be someone, because of the death card, someone that got to transform themselves, balance themselves out, understand what is it that they want, what is the stability that they need to that they really want in their life. What kind of stability will make them happy? It really resonates with them to marry that life, or to marry that person, or to marry that job, or to marry that enterprise, or to marry that way of life. This card is actually Venus in Cancer, so it has we have the influence of Venus right now. Venus is in Leo, it's not in Cancer, but it is the Cancer season. And well, the moon is in Cancer, so I also have a feeling like you're gonna feel like or you're gonna hear or know like there's a revival, but very quickly, maybe even like gossip about a decision that was made, or how somebody really feels about you, and that they want to make a decision about it. Or it could mean that you were waiting for negotiation at work, be it that you're the employer or the employee, or if you're the employer and maybe it's with another business partner, or another transaction. There's very good news in that sense, that things are going to balance themselves up, whatever it is, relationship, trials, or business or your work situation, things are going to balance themselves up pretty well after a time of a waiting period of making decisions, of letting like the waters to calm and then to the water to become clear, and for things to be stable, to be solid, to feel like they have resonance, like you feel, if this is the workplace, it feels like it's a place where it feels like family, where it feels like you're growing, where it feels like there's meaning. Or it could also mean a relationship. It could mean a celebration, a wedding, an engagement of what you want to create or who you want to create it with. It could be, again, your business, with a partner, or a decision that someone makes. This is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. And with these two cards, it could very well imply for some of us or anybody during this time, that of course not everybody, but it could mean an engagement, or a contract with a great contract with a great company, where you're going to feel like you're going to flourish a lot, or an opportunity, a business opportunity that is going to balance your company and make it more solid. So that's the energy I'm getting for this month, from July the 8th to the end of the month. And there's also an energy previous to that, or not the previous, the for the next week, or maybe even at the same time in parallel, of this is a great time to manifest. July is a great time to manifest because we have Venus in Leo, and it's about really putting your heart into things, and really shining, and people feeling that you are different, that you're unique, that you really add to the table, be it a relationship, being at your work, be it in your family. This is a time, if you're in that moment where you're feeling empowered, then that is you. This is a time to manifest the future that you want during this whole month, because there's this great energy of Cancer, as well as sunny days. It feels there's we have the influence of Leo as well. Well, as I said, Venus in Leo, so it's about romance, courtship, about feeling generous. So that can be as well as business partners being feeling generous, or people doing business feeling generous. So it's a great time to do business, to be consolidating things with other people. And then Venus at the end of the month goes into Virgo. Venus in Virgo is more about being diligent in delivering on that beautiful contract that you loved it, and it was almost so beautiful and so great you couldn't believe it was true. When Venus goes into Virgo, okay, that's the time where we need to start, or that's the time we're gonna feel. And well, if you want, of course, if you want to lay in your couch, then you're not gonna ride that wave. But if you can get in tune with that energy of Venus in Virgo, that is the energy of that willingness to work on your relationship at work, with your relationship with someone, so there can be relationships getting solid at the end of the month. Um, it's it's getting that certainty of Virgo is about Virgo really wants to conserve the energy, and they don't like to waste anything. So when Venus is in Virgo, it's when you really say, okay, this is where I want to spend um, my life with this person, or this is the life I want to have and that I'm going to create for myself, and then I'm going to become disciplined and diligent in achieving it, because it's what really calls to my heart, because it's my calling. It's also about hearing a calling. And it's also a time for the end of for the end of the month, of Mars in Leo, which is again hearing our true calling, but also standing our ground and manifesting again. And let's see, in the last, and then Mars goes into Virgo again. It's now in Leo. I'm sorry, Mars is in Leo right now. So that's about hearing our call. So that's that energy, right? Of also Venus is also in Leo, so it's like maybe romanticizing the life that you want. That's how we might be feeling at the beginning of July. And then comes the energy of Mars in Virgo and Venus in Virgo uh, at the end of the month. And okay, putting that dream aside and the illusions aside, and then started working on that dream, started becoming diligent on that dream, starting to put the hours, to put the effort, to put the your creativity, everything. So that would be what I have for you, all of you, for a collective reading for the energies that we have. And if you want to check out I also made a video of these beautiful cards by the Crystal Unicorn by Pamela Chen and illustrated by Lisa Higuchi. It's one of my favorites. It's so beautiful, and I also decorated the whole table with all the crystals that I had, and I even put some crystals on my hands, just to celebrate today being the International Day of Tarot. Okay, I hope that was of help, and blessings for the whole month.